Hi there. Welcome to the being. Look at this, another asshole who doesn't want to show his face. I don't care. The one thing that I want to talk about is a little related to the big Fallout 76 debacle. It's more about all those people who rant about it but still play the game. I have a lot of opinion on that. I just wanted to get it off my chest. You can play whatever you want to play. You can say whatever you want to say, and it doesn't make you have to follow what you say. I understand. Give me a second to explain myself. Every time something like that happens, there's always a freaking huge list of people who just go on about, oh, this is the last nail in the coffin. I'm never purchasing anything from them again. Not purchasing their games. I'm not playing anymore. I'm not. I'm not doing anything related to that environment ever again. Next thing you know, the next day a new update comes out, and they're all doing the line to play it and to pay for it and to give that company money. I mean, you can protest and you can just be angry. If you're angry at something but you still want to play it, it's okay. You're allowed to be angry but still like the content. It's okay. But why go on about saying that you want to protest it if you don't have the balls to do it? There's two sides of the coin here. So, my point on that is that personally, I am not touching Bethesda with an 11-foot pole anymore. I'm not going anywhere near EA Games because of what they've done to their community and because of the way they treat the community by seeing them as cash cows. You know, it's not about me wanting to make a change. Of course, if what I'm doing could make a change, I would do it. But when I say that I'm protesting those things, it would be meaningless if, like most people who protest those things, I would just say, oh, well, I'm not going to purchase that game, but if the next one happens to be good, I'm going to play it. This does nothing, and it doesn't even honor your beliefs. I mean, if your goal is to protest something, you have to actually protest it. Not purchasing something as a protest with the intention of getting the next one just because it's good, it's the same thing as not purchasing a rotten apple because the next one is going to be good. That's the sensible thing to do because the next apple has nothing to do with a rotten one that you didn't want to buy. But it still might come from the same tree, it's still the same fruit and all. So when you say that you're not going to encourage one game, but you purchase the next one because you're saying that, well, I'm not going to miss out on a good game. Well, you're not protesting, you're being a little bitch. If what you want to do is make a difference and you don't want the same situation to happen for future games, whether it's the very next one or the one that's going to come out in 10 years, you have to stop giving them money at all. Bear with the fact that you might not be able to play the next good game and stop. I mean, EA released Anthem. Everybody was saying that they're shit. I'm never going to follow EA anymore and stuff. And then Apex Legends arrived. I have nothing against the game. The game apparently is phenomenal, and I have nothing against it. But there's an EA logo somewhere in there. So if you're a real protester, just because the EA logo is there, you won't play Apex Legends. And now most of you are going to say, well, they weren't involved or anything. They were just in the background, and there's a studio that's not affiliated with them that just made the game. So why make them pay? Well, if you want to make a difference, there's going to be some people who will suffer for nothing. It's not their fault. Their game might be amazing, and they deserve to have good things happen to them. But if you want a company to fall with your protest, you cannot just give them money on the side. You have to cut that completely. So if you're a real protester, you're not gonna touch any product that contains the EA logo at all. That's what a real protest is. And this is what could make a difference. Because if you stop giving them money, even if there's a good game around, at one day they're going to crumble. They're going to have to sell out. They're going to have to leave. They're going to have to abandon ship. And then there's many things that can happen. Maybe Apex Legends would have been bought by some other company who respect their players. Or maybe they would just be swept under the rug. It would have been sad for them. It would have been sad for the community who might have enjoyed that game. But what we've done is we sank the greater evil. So then, the next game that's going to be a good franchise, or at least a good idea, won't be ruined by the fact that EA exists. And there will be no more EA games at all. This is what a protest can do. And this is what you have to believe in when you protest those kinds of things. Because you're being an idiot if you think that not buying a game just because you don't like it is some sort of protest. You just happen to not like the game, you don't want to pay for the game, like all of us do when we see something that we don't like. It's not about the studio who made it, it's about the product itself. If we don't like the product, we're not going to take it. It doesn't mean that we're protesting. But if you want to protest, and if you want to say that you're never going to win around EA ever again, mean it. Don't give up on your protest just because something good's going to happen. Of course they're going to do something good. What they do is they give you something shitty, and then they try to push it as much as they can. People lose faith in them, and then they're going to release the best thing in the world. And then people are going to say, oh, look at that, they changed. Maybe they deserve my love now. Maybe they deserve all that money. Well, guess what? You fell into the easiest trick in the book. Because now you trust them. So the next game that they're going to release, you're going to purchase them because you think they changed. And big old surprise, they did not. Okay. There's another side to that coin. Personally, I know I'm protesting because I would love to see EA fall. Same thing with Bethesda. Because now I lost the respect I had for them. But at the same time, for you people out there who are protesting and do feel it, you have to do this for yourself, because let's be real here. There is no way that your protest or my protest or all of our protests will have any impact or any great impact on all these big situations out there. On these big companies will not shed a tear over the fact that some of us are protesting the real way, like real protesters. So if you're going in there thinking that you're going to make a difference, you're delusional. Okay, this is what I wanted to say about my protest. I know that I'm protesting because I would love to see the impact from that. I would love to see these company falls, but it's not going to happen. And if you think they will, you're delusional. So when you do a protest like that, it's not about making a change. If it happens, well, good for us. But it won't. So the real reason why I'm doing this is for my own principle. I feel like I would be a goddamn prostitute if I were to keep on giving money to them. Because they're fucking me in the ass every time I give them money. That's what's happening. And they're doing the same thing to you too. Don't get me wrong, if that's what you like, go ahead. If you don't care if you don't care about all these debacles, go ahead. It's not my business to tell you what to do. It's not the business of anyone else around to tell you what to do. If you enjoy it, if you don't care, you do you. But don't say that you're going to protest if you're not even doing a real protest. And please don't protest thinking that you're actually going to make a difference. If you can make a difference, if you can rally enough people, I will be on the front lines with you, telling you that I love you and that I will encourage you and follow you through the gates of hell. But that's not going to happen. I really don't believe it's going to happen because I have a freaking brain. I am doing that protest because I feel like it's the right thing to do for my own heart, for my own beliefs, for my own principles. I have an honor that I want to keep, this was a long ass video when the only thing that I want to say is if you're protesting, well, if you're going around everywhere saying that, oh, I'm never going to encourage that company ever again, but next thing you know, you purchase anything at all from them, eventually, you're a dumbass. And if you're doing the big protest thinking that you're actually going to make a change, you're delusional. So there's two sides to the coin here, and I hate both of you. So I'm sorry. I think next time, even if I want to speak from the heart, maybe I'm gonna write a little script, or we'll see. I don't know. Fuck you.